Watch your back because this is among the most dangerous prisons worldwide. Situated in Russia, Patak Island prison houses some of the country's most fearsome convicts. They spend over 22 hours a day confined to their cells, with the remainder of their time locked in cages. But if you think this prison is frightening, you haven't seen anything yet. As we journey through prisons around the globe, they become increasingly perilous and terrifying as the list progresses. From prisons controlled by criminals to instances of cannibalism, do you think you can make it to the end? In Armenia, there is Armavir Prison. What makes it so dangerous? It is said to be run by the inmates themselves. Known as the Thieves-in-Law, this criminal fraternity reportedly governs the prison by its own rules. They manage drug trafficking and smuggling, but their leaders remain unknown. I would rate this one a 2 out of 10 on the scariness scale. But if you find this scary, I have a prison on this list that rates a perfect 10. Next up is Rikers Island. This prison has one of the highest rates of solitary confinement in the United States and contains thousands of cells dedicated to that purpose. At number 9, there is Camp 22 in North Korea. Oh, this place is not going to be pleasant. Very little is known about this secretive facility, but it is one of about 30 concentration camps in the country. It is rumored to hold over 50,000 inmates who work in mines for 12 hours daily. Next in California is San Quentin Prison. This institution is famous for housing death row inmates and consequently holds some of the most violent criminals. I would give this a 4 out of 10 on the scariness scale. Located in Sao Paulo, Brazil, is Carandiru Penitentiary. At one time, this prison held more than 8,000 inmates with only 1,000 guards. Despite this 8-to-1 ratio, the prisoners took control. The prison was not only extremely violent, but also plagued by disease and malnutrition. Known as Guantanamo North, this prison in Indiana houses some of the deadliest criminals in the United States. Inmates are only let out of their cells 3 times a week to use the exercise cages. The next prison on the list is famous for its dancing inmates. What began as a simple exercise routine became a viral sensation. However, this is not why it is dangerous. It is the most overcrowded prison in the Philippines, leading to thousands of disease outbreaks every year. Before we move on to the top 4, here's a bonus tip for surviving prison. Avoid eye contact. This is especially crucial in overcrowded prisons to avoid getting involved with the wrong people. Back to the list. Number 4 is Guantanamo Bay. It scores a 7 out of 10 on the scariness scale. It holds fewer than 50 prisoners, but they are some of the most dangerous in the world. This prison is infamous for its interrogation methods, including waterboarding and sensory deprivation. In Madagascar, there is Antanamora Prison. Built to hold 800 inmates, it is overcrowded to over 400% capacity. Prisoners receive only 1 meal a day, boiled cassava. As a result, over 60% suffer from malnutrition, which causes many deaths. Antanamora Prison's capacity is 600 inmates, but it holds over 6,000 prisoners. This forces most inmates to stand throughout their stay, causing their feet to dangle. Additionally, prisoners are rumored to kill and even consume each other. You've made it to the end brave of you. The final prison scores a 10 out of 10 on the scariness scale, Black Dolphin Prison in Russia. What makes this prison so dangerous is that every inmate is serving a life sentence. On average, each has killed 5 people. The prison is also home to pedophiles and cannibals. Again, cannibals. Black Dolphin confines its prisoners in single-cell cages for 23 hours daily, keeping them completely isolated. When allowed out, they are moved to a slightly larger cage where they can walk around. If you end up in this prison, it is likely you will never go outside again. That is why it is the most frightening and dangerous prison on this